Welcome to Character Building Experience! Character Building Experience is a role-playing game show. Our panelists will be taking on characters who go on a quest to see if what they do actually pans out. We are going to roll a 20-sided dice. The dice is cruel and random. If you roll a 20, you can jump a horse over the city gate and escape with the loot. If you roll a 1, your horse leaves you, saying it's not you, it's me. Let's meet our characters. Bennet Kavanagh is going to be playing Gawain McMahon, a bard who travels the land with his magical keyboard, plugging his 600-track album, McMahon of Love. Vicky Hawley will be playing Bud Butlin, a thief who will try to steal your heart and accidentally get side boob. And Campbell will be playing Araya Experienza, a noble knight who roams the realm righting wrongs with his fantastic sword called Dave. Let's have a character building experience. Our heroes find themselves trapped in a storm at night. It is a storm of biblical proportions. It is a storm that makes strong men weep and strong women sigh and take the washing in. There is nothing around until suddenly they spot a large mansion on the horizon. As they approach it, they see a wrought iron sign that says Challenged Manor. That rings a bell. It must be the manor of famous reclusive inventor, Lord Creatively Challenged. Lord I feel like I deserve more. Lord Creatively Challenged is a reclusive inventor because he withdrew from public life some years ago after an embarrassing incident involving a kumquat, a pianist, and a misunderstanding. The door is opened by what you at first think is a maid, but there is a distinctive metallic hue to it. She says, "Welcome to Challenged Manor. Please prove that you are a human by choosing the canvas which does not depict the countryside." She presents you with 6 small canvases. All of them appear to be that of the countryside. What do you do?
Is there a doormat?
This is one of those things where we roll the dice and Gawain can't wipe his feet.
And I'm going to leave muddy footprints.
You rolled a 1, Gawain!
You wipe your face instead. Is this
right? The bristles! It hurts so badly.
Keep going, Gawain. Can I turn the canvases over? Is there anything behind them?
Let's see if she'll let you. Let's have a look. Wow, we are starting the show weird. She rolled a 20. What is happening?
Look, Vicky, you can. Woman I've asked to turn her canvas over.
Vicky, you can turn the canvas over. You can lick it. You can steal it. I don't know what to do with this.
I'd like to try to convince her that the canvas that doesn't show the countryside is actually the blank side at the back. It's technically on the same thing, but it doesn't show the countryside.
Wowzers! Okay, with a 20, she can absolutely do that. You flip the canvas over and she says, "Where did the countryside go?" Where did the countryside go? And she shows you in. As you come in, she says, "We are all human friends here." As she puts her fingertip into the lock and locks the door.
Well, convinced. Yeah.
You hear it click. You hear her footsteps retreat really quite far away, so you would imagine that she will be gone for some time, saying that she will go to make tea. What do you do?
I mean, we're in a room, there's a load of, really expensive, shiny stuff in here. I can feel the burning glare of the paladin, and yet I open my bag and I begin to just inspect stuff, and then, oops, it slips out of my fingers. Oops, it slips out of my fingers.
Oh, that's really, you got to be careful with the next one.
I take serious issue with this kind of behaviour.
Sorry, what, you're penalising me for being clumsy? Oh, rude of you.
Oh, well, that is also against my rules to be rude, so I apologise. Please.
Hey, I forgive you, man. These things happen. Whoops! Whoops!
Okay, let's see what Vicky can get away with. Absolutely nothing. It's a 4. Vicky, as you are trying to lift various assorted items, you do indeed go whoops and just drop them on the floor. So with a 4, you just managed to break a bunch of stuff.
I'll count it as a win still.
Why not? Oreo, what would you like to do?
Well, Ash has made a mess. I'm going to have to clean it up, otherwise that would make me a bad guest.
Fantastic, brilliant.
I bring more stuff, this is great!
Roll for cleaning. 18.
cleaner.
The place is spotless.
Oh man, you're doing this so fast! Wow!
Fantastic.
Sorry, what type of room was this again? It was
This is a drawing room.
It's a drawing room. Okay.
There is a door quite far towards the back of the room.
Ooh.
You can
going
inspect
to
that, or you
inspect
can. You're going to try and go through that door?
Yes, I'm gonna-
Fantastic. Why not? I'm not even going to roll for it. You are able to open a door. I'm scared to roll given that you can't wipe your feet on a mat.
Yeah,
Do you know
I
what?
sense
We'll
to say you should
say
genuinely
just
test
open
that.
the door. You open the door and it appears to be a sort of gallery, like a portrait gallery, and you begin to look around. You see a lot of paintings of a very imposing man who you assume to be Lord Challenge, just staring into the distance, slowly stroking his ocelot. Would you like to inspect
Yeah,
it?
go on. I'll inspect and I'll look specifically if there's countryside stuff in the picture.
Wait,
Yeah.
I believe that when you are confused, you quite often burst into song.
I do often burst into song when I'm
And
confused.
I think I remember this track from your 600 track album.
Oh yeah, no, it's really weird you mentioned that actually. Yeah, no.
It's never been relevant before. I believe it's track 437.
Yeah, that'll be
There
right.
are some paintings in a room, and
Yeah.
I know lots more information.
Yes.
Love that one.
Yeah.
It's never come up before.
It wasn't quite the one that I thought was going to be the hit single. No. So a bit of a B-side, but
Too specific.
I remember
but
it very
of
well.
course, it was in the style of the Bee Gees.
Yeah,
so
just right. Of course it was
pretty catchy.
of course it was a Bee Gees number.
Future side, if you will.
Bee Gees number.
I remember thinking very clearly that, you know, when you're thinking about paintings,
I love
you need
watching
some
you
disco.
suffer. I
You
really
need some
do.
disco. Okay. And I think I remember it starting a bit like this.
That's the intro.
When you come into a gallery, I got the painting that I'm from. That's what you do. You go into a room, it's a different room. From the room you were in before, it's a different room. It's not the room like you want it to go. You go in there and you walk around and you see different things. You think, oh, I'm pretty busy because it's supposed to be painting. But then you look around and it's obvious the rhyme I'm going to walk. So everyone say it along with me. I see several times out. Paintings! In the gallery, look at the paintings. 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 Yeah, in the gallery.
Yeah, it's all coming back to me now, I remember. Yeah.
Very good. That is all the information you have about the room, unfortunately.
I would immediately like to look to our paladin and see if he knows first aid. Okay. So can I take a look at the paintings? Do they lead anywhere? Is it just a closed gallery?
All right, let's see if you can do any better. You can do worse.
Good.
Wayne had an age.
Paintings! Paintings! Oh yeah, this is my friend Spud's voice. Paintings! Who was John Constantine? I think you were the comic. Yeah. It's John Constable that's a painter. John Constantine canonically had a relationship with a half rhino man. I'll stand by that statement. Look it up, people. Open your minds.
Come for the game, stay for the facts. Okay. Would you like to also have a go and see if you are any more observant, Ray?
Well, I'd like to inspect the paintings and see if there's something that somebody might have missed, something that
Sure.
a wise
I mean,
person-
sure, there might be something.
I think we got it, but
An art expert such as yourself, of course. Oh, wow. Okay. So you, my friend, spot quite a lot. You realise that there's quite a strong kind of mechanical motif. And as you go further along, the people in the paintings become less like people and take on a more metallic, angular kind of vibe.
But is there anything in common with them all, like a bracelet or like something in the clothing that I can see that is in common with all?
Wise words.
Fine.
Yes, thank you.
Actually, they are slowly evolving facially into the face of the maid we saw earlier.
Interesting.
In fact,
Her exact
with
face.
your role, which PS is a 19, I will also... I know! He never gets good rolls.
With a 19, can I clean my shoes?
With a 19. Do you want to... Okay, do you know what? You can waste this 19 on your shoes. Yes, absolutely.
We're all happy with that, yeah?
Yep, with a 19, you have cleaned your shoes. Would you like to do anything useful?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to. I'd love to be unsettled by presuming that I recognise the facial similarities because I pay a lot of attention to, like women's faces and stuff as a hobby. Not in a creepy way, I'm just gay.
There's no way you can say that in a non-creepy way.
It's fine.
I pay attention to the facial similarities as a hobby.
Madam, you have a nose I've never seen before. And eyes I've seen many times, but would love to see every woman. Wouldn't you marry me after that? No? Okay, I'll take it. I'd like to be unsettled, and I'll say, do we actually think she's coming back?
Well, I believe so. Otherwise, that would be rude.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good point.
Yes.
Yeah. No one should be rude.
Probably has a great amount of respect for social convention. Is
Well, obviously.
yeah.
People who live in manners and who are posh are just generally not very rude at all. So.
Otherwise, why would they be called manners?
Yeah.
Coming from you in that voice, it just sounds like not even sarcasm. It just sounds
I know these people.
like blissful ignorance. But I am welcome in any manner.
Well, is there another way out of this room or into it?
Yes, absolutely. You actually see a door to your right.
I'd like to try the door to my right.
Absolutely, why not? You may go through the door to your right.
Yes, please.
You go through the door and you find a lot of intricate timepieces, but somewhere there's this weird noise just coming from and you can't quite find it until you lay your eyes on an hourglass, and inside the hourglass there is a small man, and you think, gosh, what a clever invention that is. That man looks exactly like the man in the portraits. Wow, look at him go, waving his little arms, going... What could these infernal riddles mean?
As an artiste, I just appreciate that as a lovely sort of piece of work. Wow. Well, nothing here. Guys, anything?
I'm also impressed by the fine workmanship.
Guys, come on, we've got to focus up. Sasha's written this great story. Do anyone look valuable?
And the adventure is over. She kills them. She kills them all. They didn't see her coming.
Fine. Well, somebody's asking for help. That means it's time for me to be a hero.
I go behind a rare and I slap his cape dramatically.
And then I'd like to whip out Dave. That's my sword. And slice open the hourglass.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Just a little peek behind the curtain. Had he rolled a 20, he would not have been able to do it, and he has rolled a 1. So I'm going to say that with a 1, you slice at the hourglass. As soon as your sword makes contact with it, is a heartbreaking sight to see your sword crack in your hands. Dave, who has followed you on all of your adventures, is dead. And the little man keeps running around going, I thought I told you, please, just go and get her. Her finger is the key. Go, switch at the back of her neck. Don't know how much clearer I can make this. Seriously, bye.
Not now, little man. There's a big emotional thing that's happened here.
She said she was going to make tea, right? So we've got to
So
find...
she might have gone to the kitchen?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
So
When
find
tea
her...
is made.
Yeah, that was my first clue.
All right, sleuths.
Okay, let's see if you can find the kitchen. Yes, you find the kitchen with absolutely zero trouble, because quite frankly, we couldn't sit through that again. So,
We're just carrying weight. He's thinking too hard to walk. I'll take the legs.
But then there's a kettle. But where does the kettle go? It could go in any room. I don't know. Someone help me.
I love that with you, the options are walking or thinking.
Are we overlooking the assertion that the kettle could go in any room?
Hey, I've been to an ibis.
You arrive at the kitchen!
Right?
You definitely arrive at the kitchen. And you see the maid who you saw earlier gently making tea and humming to herself. 1 0 1 1 0. Yes, she hums in binary. What would you like to do?
Ooh. So we've got the element of surprise
You do indeed.
on our side.
Gawain announces loudly.
I do my I'm going to attack you song.
I'm just going to pause this for a second. Anyone in the audience, did anybody spot anything that Lord Challenge said that, don't say what it is, but did anybody, by way of a cheer, spot anything Lord Challenge said that could have helped these people? No, okay. I have made the story too obscure. Okay, good.
Get our swords out and hit things!
Sorry.
Okay.
He said her finger was the key to the lock, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And he said the lock was in the back of her neck, right?
No.
No? Well, maybe I just imagined
What
that.
did he say?
Well,
Definitely something about finger.
Use the finger.
And the thing
You
you
can switch her up from the back of the neck.
that's a switch in the back of the neck. Oh, I go in and I hit her in the back of the neck.
After 5 minutes of discussing several different plans, we
Throwing
go,
stuff out on shore.
bonk, that's just bonk.
Yeah, I'm also not cool with hitting people from behind, just to be clear.
Well, I'll tell you what, Aurea, why don't you distract her and while she's looking your way, I'll leap up behind.
I'm okay with that. Can I try and charm her in some also binary, like something sexy, like 1 1 1 1 0 1 0 1.
Sash said not to swear.
I
when we
mean-
came on. And I don't know if that's true about her mother or not.
Oh, it is.
And she's here tonight! Good, as if I hadn't embarrassed her enough. Mum, before the end of the night, we will have all of the cast coming onto you one by one, and then at the end you can judge. Okay. Oh, that's the line? That's the line? Really? Okay, fine.
You can hit a woman, but flirting with a mother? I don't think so. We're people of standards.
Right, let's see how charming you are to my mum. You rolled a 5. So, unfortunately, I think you need to brush up on your binary a little bit, because I'd imagine you meant to say something like...
1 1 0 1.
Oh, no. In human speak, you meant to say something like...
All right, no, that was it.
In human speak, you meant to say something like 1101, but you actually said off in binary.
I meant to say something like, what an incredible machine. You've been moving around my clocks in my head all day long. Okay, I'm not as good as being charming as I may have made it sound.
Sounds like a random word generator.
That is actually what my brain is.
I was trying to support him so much, and I just couldn't.
Speaking. Well, if it's a moment where I can, I'd like to leap up and gently switch off the back of their neck.
Okay, fantastic. She is the same height as you, so leaping up is not necessary, but that is...
I want to jump anyway, can I please?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Why not? If you can jump, why wouldn't you?
I'm just a jubilant person.
Okay! Victoria Hawley with an 18. It doesn't even warrant Vicky. It's the Victoria amendment. Victoria Hawley with an 18. You karate chop the back of the neck of an innocent robot, and she falls into your arms. She looks at you and gently says, "Oh."
Oh, man. Well, she seems very mean. I'm glad I turned her off.
Yeah, I was very rude.
And she's out.
Well, there. And now, is there some way to detach her finger?
No, it doesn't look like it. It looks like you're going to have to carry her.
Man.
Shotgun, not me.
I'll lift her in my big, powerful arms, and I'll carry her across the threshold, you know.
No, you will not.
Okay. I'll lift her up for a brief moment, drop her on my foot, remember I have scoliosis.
Very good.
Can we detach so we can't take off a finger?
You will then drag her in an
Okay.
undignified way by her left hand.
Fine, come on!
Lovely. You go back to the room where you started with all of the portraits. What do you do?
I go through the door to the right, to the timepieces.
Yes, absolutely.
And and then just solve it.
Why did we
What we're
try
supposed
that?
to do?
We just solved the plot, Sasha.
Come on, roll.
Roll.
Roll to solve the plot.
roll it,
That's what we do.
roll it.
Excellent. Lovely.
Do the poking finger thing.
We find the finger of hers that we've seen the key come out of. We've seen it.
Yeah.
Because she locked us in. So I'm going to see if there's like a manual release for the key. It would all be
It was
manual,
just
bigger hand.
her
but-
finger.
Oh, okay. In that case, I put her finger in the... Oh, wait a second. I look at the tiny man and I say, "Excuse me, tiny man.
Yes.
Why did this robot say a mean name to us?" Oh. Well, if she's rude, I put the finger in.
Yeah, I believe him.
Okay, fantastic. We believe the man. Okay, with a 20, you place that finger into the hourglass, and from it emerged, fully formed, is Lord Creatively Challenged. Ladies and gentlemen, you freed Lord Creatively Challenged!
He's out. Can I just congratulate everyone on like just a really great mission? I guess it's over now. We're like heroes.
Oh, I just love it when everything comes together.
Yeah, it was you, and it was you. You know.
No, it was you.
It was you.
Okay, it was us. It was us. Good job. Good job. Good job.
After you're done congratulating each other and yourselves, Lord Creatively Challenged hugs you heartily because this is the before plague times and thanks you. And then suddenly goes, "Oh, but wait! My children! Where are my children? She must have them in the basement! Oh, my children, my poor children!" He swings the body of Roberta Wench, name of the robot, over his shoulder. You run through the house, through the kitchen, and down the stairs. He opens the door with her finger. As your eyes adjust, you see a huge vault-like basement with rows upon rows of Robertas.
Yeah, close the door.
Yeah.
You're way downstairs and we're not even done yet.
Oh, sorry. I think I left the keys in the wagon outside. So I'm okay.
Lord Challenged sinks to his knees and says, "Oh, thank heavens, my murder Robertas are safe. I was scared she had destroyed them. Oh, thank you, Lord. Oh, that will teach them all to laugh at my kumquat. Thank you. Thank you all." He ascends the stairs as you stare in shock at the rows of murder Robertas, and as he gets to the top, he says, "I can't possibly let you go. Thank you, and toodle-pip." He flicks a switch next to the door, and as soon as he flicks that switch, the eyes of all 100 murder Robertas flick open. They are bearing down on you. You hear the door close and lock. What do you do?
Can I try to roll a charm again? Just to...
15! They love you, but they're still going to kill you.
Oh, damn, that is just basically my ex.
We're going to get out of this. We're going to be fine. Don't
Because I
worry.
had an idea, but I think it was incredibly stupid.
Gwen,
Yeah.
I might be about to propose something intensely stupid.
Okay, you do your one, and then I'll say my one.
I'm going to need you to distract everybody here because I happen to know that if they're like Roberta, they're all going to have kill switches on the backs of their necks. But I'm going to sneak around and turn them all off.
Yes.
But in order to be turned off, they've got to be turned on. And I only know one man that can do that to a group of women at one time.
Guys, it's Dwayne's first gig in a while.
Please.
He's going to turn it on.
Stand in the front of all of these Robertas and give them a song to remember. Meanwhile, I'm going to
Okay.
sneak around and I'm going to turn off as many women as possible, which usually I'm very good at.
That sounds like a plan.
Okay, fantastic. All right.
Best ever friends team on 3. 1, 2, 3. Best ever friends team.
This is such a good plan.
What we're going to do is Gwen is going to play his song for the Robertas.
Yep.
And afterwards, we're going to roll to see how many you managed to switch off in the space that Gwen has played in. So, Gwen, I believe
yes.
that this is going to be song 178 from McMahon of Love.
Oh, yeah, that would be
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, yeah.
How did you know Please Don't Kill Me, Murderous Robots was ever going to take off.
I was very 80s at the time.
Well, sort of. I mean, I thought it was more... It was more of a Latin disco number.
Sorry. No, I remember. Yeah, sorry. It was completely a Latin disco number.
Okay, fantastic. So, Latin disco.
Yeah.
Please Don't Kill Me, Murder Robots.
Please Don't Kill Me, Murder Robots.
Classic.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I know that you don't have any feelings, because you are robots, and you want to kill all humans on the earth. What's on the earth? I know that you want to take out people in this room, but don't do that, because maybe that we are of more worth. Put your hands up, bloody robots.
Keep going, Greg, it's working!
Yeah, don't kill us, murderous robots. Don't get us now. Because maybe you can save us and we'll show you how to live your best life. Don't kill us, murderous robots. We're the best. And if you let us out, we'll show you the rest that you achieve in life.
Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen! Vicky.
Hi.
Out of a total of 100 robots, you, my friend, have managed to switch off all the robots. What button, ladies and gentlemen?
What can I say when the music's playing?
Yeah.
Okay. Still in the basement. What'd you do? Who do we think is the only person on your side in this current mansion?
Myself. Roberta.
And teamwork.
A teamwork.
And
Yeah,
friendship and all the good things, but mainly Roberta.
I'll prop her up. I feel like, she needs a bit of dignity, and I'll turn Roberta's switch back on. And I'll say, hey, sorry, but in our defense, we had very little context to make ethical decisions. Could you help us? Look, we destroyed the thing you had a problem with. Now you can like her.
If anything, you should give us an apology because you were rude.
Murderbot or a murderbot?
I mean, she still remembers what you said about my mum, so I don't know. But it works surprisingly well. If in doubt, gaslight the lady. That is the lesson to be learned here.
No, called you out.
You fell into a misogynist trap.
Yeah, this is all a misogynist trap. It's not actually an RPG at all, guys. We're just here to catch that dude. Okay. I mean, you've never seen a robot look quite as dejected as that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
I'd like to roll to apologize profusely and promise that I will educate myself and become a better man.
Oh, wow. She loves it.
Did you hear me, mother?
Do your parents live upstairs?
She will nod and say, all right, together we can defeat him. Human friends. You are free. However, you do still have a murderous, kumquat angry inventor upstairs. So what would you like to do?
We've got to figure out what destroys an inventor's need to invent, or redirect his passion.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
Introduce them to a partner, and then they'll forget about everything.
We're learning so much about you as a person.
We could
I'll tell you what.
convince them to divide up the robots, and then they pair off with each other, so then all they want to do is love.
As much as I love your proposal for big robot lesbian house. By the way, I'm devastated I didn't come up with. What if we get him a business partner? The thing that kills the spirit of invention is the reality of capitalism.
Okay, what? Okay. Roberta is going to weigh in here because she feels she has to. She will bring back the hourglass that you have broken into two very neat halves, and she will say, there is an incantation on the bottom. Say the rhyme, and he will do the time. And she hands it to Vicky.
Oh, thanks. Could I already mind taking it?
Yes, because you already might it. So, Vicky, all you need to do is just read the poem on the bottom of the timepiece, and the inventor will be in prison once more.
Oh, the poem, I see.
Yes, absolutely.
So I read the poem on the bottom of the timepiece, and it says... There once was a man, not called Mandy. He made robots that were quite handy. But...
What is this? Sending the suspense is killing me.
Sorry, the sound is all over.
We must respect the ellipsis.
He loved every bot, but we did not, so imprison him somewhere that's sandy.
Vicky! Hawley, ladies and gentlemen!
Thanks guys. I'm here longer than I should be.
As you pronounce the word sandy, you feel the hourglass suck itself back together, and Lord challenged 1 inch tall, screaming.
Oh my god, there's a man trapped in there!
You see that outside the weather has cleared and a new day is breaking. Roberta shows you out graciously and says, "Your songs, so moving. Perhaps you play yourself out?"
No, I'm good. Of course, Roberta. Of course.
I mean, I feel like you just have the perfect song for this type of occasion. It is, of
Absolutely.
course, 234 from McMahon of Love.
Yes, oh, of course, yeah, no, of course, that's exactly the one that I wrote down for,
Leaving the Murder Mansion.
Leaving the Murder Mansion.
Leaving
I
the
wrote
Murder
it
Mansion,
at the time.
which I believe was Spooky Villain Big Band.
Oh, you better watch out when you go to the mansion. You better watch out when you go. Because if you're not careful, then, you're just gonna go, oh, no! I'm in a very, very mansion. What's gonna happen? There's lots of things that are gonna kill me. Little robots out there. And now I think it's time to leave the murder mansion. Oh, leave the murder mansion. Oh, leave that murder mansion. Oh, just leave that murder mansion. Yeah, we're gonna leave that murder mansion. What you say? Leave that murder mansion. Leave that murder mansion. Everyone! Leave that murder mansion. We get it out there. Leave the murder. Leave the murder mansion. Leave.
Hey, wait!
Leave. Yeah. Tell me. You just went on ahead, did you?
Yeah, we're gonna leave it like you said.
Oh, right. So maybe I should have stopped the song earlier then.
What should you do?
Oh, I should leave the murder mansion. I should leave the murder mansion. Oh, yeah.
Part 2 is on its... No, that's the end.